Concrete? Yeah. What are we building?
He wanted me to talk. I talked.
Okay. Obviously, he told the story of his son. All right. So for some reason, we're heading to what looks to be a crack house.
Oh, this is the cell phone store?
You bet. You made quite an impression on Mr. Boyd. He's talking about starting you off as a shift supervisor. You can get your training done today if that works for you.
I never said none of that.
It's a real shame.
All right, well, have yourself a good day, James.
You too.
Bro, you're looking for a job and then turning multiple jobs down. I don't think he really wants a job. I think he just likes the way the bed feels. I get it.
I was thinking that maybe you should talk to someone.
Yeah?
I think she's healing up nicely.
I got a name. He's not far from here. I've heard good things. Thought you could give him a call.
As a shrink? I have to check out my schedule and... Oh, jeez. I almost forgot to tell you.
Or you have nothing else to do.
I got a job.
But you'll just give him a call when you get a chance.
Of course, absolutely.
He's not going to give him a call at all.
Coffee's on.
Even if you still have that opportunity, sir.
Munsinger looks like criminal trespassing, aggravated stalking,
Why is she here?
and some pleading down.
Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Fine. We'll reconvene in 30 days for a proper pre-trial conference, shall we?
Neelix? Is that Neelix? I think that's Neelix. From Star Trek, Voyager, Captain Janeway. I think so. Let me know.
I'll have an order out tomorrow.
But like, keep this in mind here. I think I've only seen him as Neelix with like full crazy makeup. I think this is my first time actually encountering him without makeup. So I'm actually not sure if that is actually Neelix now.
The state was prepared to charge this case as a felony and agreed to drop it to a misdemeanor in order to avoid wasting the court's time and resources. It's a shame.
But again, guys, why is she here?
In?
Like, shouldn't she be doing something
while
else?
you're eating.
Shit! Help me take my mind off this eggplant and okra. My wife insists, cholesterol, yada yada.
Okay. Like, isn't cholesterol needed to like for your brain specifically? So if you lower your cholesterol, I don't know. I always thought about that, guys. Right? I mean, like your brain like is cholesterol, isn't it? I don't know, guys. But why would you want to lower it? I mean, obviously you want to lower it for like health purposes, but the direct side effect would be not feeding your brain properly. Guys, one of you guys are doctors. Help me out here.
You know, I heard about a case, and I think you might be the right person for it. Interested?
Why does everyone want to give her something?
Of course.
She's busy.
I can't share all the details.
But I guess she's kind of displaying that she's not, because she's just hanging out in the courtroom for no reason.
Yeah, but I can give you broad strokes.
Okay.
There's a young woman in her early 20s, pregnant with her first child,
Right.
nearing the end of term, healthy as a horse. She aspirates vomitus into her oxygen mask, stops breathing. The baby's delivered, fine. But the young mother suffers serious brain damage.
I think he's playing her. This sounds oddly familiar. Like a plot to something.
I mean, she's left comatose on a respirator. The family is naturally devastated.
Right, naturally.
And they're broke, so they have no way to pay for the young lady's care. And to make matters worse, the hospital refuses to take responsibility. And they've hired one of the most expensive firms in the state.
This is the plot of the verdict.
Yes, of course it is. Because
I was wondering, like, are the writers, like, Purposely stealing something?
Movies. Don't think that you are the first to try to rediscover their love of the law by trolling my court. You're not.
That's why he recognized it.
Best thing you can do is stick to Mesa Verde. Make lots of money. Give some to charity.
Case CR 2003114882, State versus Lester Downs. You wanted to discuss the conflict of interest.
Yeah, before we get started, I'll address defense's motion to disqualify opposing counsel.
Put her to work.
Well, I read your brief very carefully, but I'm not.
Put her to work. Like, might as well since she's there.
Paper?
I think her shirt is too small. Anita.
Thank you.
Anita's shirt is too small. Do better, wardrobe. Do better.
22 across is Esmeralda.
I better go. I told Stacy I'd be there.
Sure.
Maybe I could stop by after.
Credit
That'd be
Marine Bank. All right, Mike, you still got
And
it.
speaking of group, I've been thinking about reaching out to Henry.
Wrigley Field didn't get lights until '88. There were no night games before then. None of his details add up.
Well, maybe he just got the year wrong.
Something like that, bro.
Why would anyone make up a story like that?
There are people like this.
Hey.
I mean, we saw Fight Club. There are people who go to these things and just make things up, right, for attention.
Here you go. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cobb salad, American cheese.
You know,
Okay.
you have a very suspicious nature.
This brings me back to the days in college. I worked for the company AT&T, selling phones. I remember. Wait. Well, technically, I was working for Singular Wireless, technically, and then they changed over to AT&T.
When's inventory week?
You just missed it.
Is there any chance that you could move me to a store with a little more traffic?
Bro, you have an easy job, a super easy job. You're getting paid for. You're running your own store. It's slow. Oh well, right? But you're still getting paid the same, unless it's commission based, and that sucks.
Let's see. The Gold Street store is always hopping. But it looks like the schedule's all full right now. Let's give it a couple weeks and then we'll see.
No problem.
If I can, I'll swing by later. Keep up the good work.
At least now we know why there was an opening, though.
Yeah, see you then. Bye.
What I used to do is I used to watch like movies on the internet. That's what I used to do mainly, specifically when it was boring, and it was very boring pretty often. Very boring, very very boring. Well, you bad guys. Callous completely. I mean, bro, think about it. Think about it. If you help, all right, I'm talking to you. Okay, if you help, you can basically take any doubt off the table right now. If they have any doubt, it'll be gone if you get out and help. So go ahead and point that out. I think they believe him anyway, though. Mostly. And being that they're not very talkative, I can't really gauge if they do have any suspicions. Yeah, just stand right there in the open. what a waste of a Datsun 280, guys. What a waste. Like, this is like the second crazy car they just are just wasting. This is the same place that Gus's guy went earlier. Based off that door. So this was a strategic snitching job, let's say. Gus?
The territory isn't for grabs. Cartel can't give it to the Salamancas, so I think they gave it to you.
I don't think that's your business.
Get some rest.
See? Not your business.
You have more to do.
He hasn't even talked about getting a job until this week. The place is called the...
Whoops.
Is this the liar? This is the liar.
Willow, you hadn't quite finished.
Then why not a whole day? Why not a whole week? I mean, what if I lose the sound of his voice? What if I forget him completely? I mean, I know I won't. That's
right. You won't, but but you're alive. You won't, but you're alive. You have to move on in life. You have to. Why are you sitting still? Like, you cannot sit in this grief for this long. Like, I mean, obviously, remember and you know, take it in. This is what happened. But what type of influence are you giving to your daughter that has to still grow up? You have to, like, mentally move on. Still, don't forget, obviously. Keep all the keepsakes and memories, right? But you have to keep going forward.
possible, but
I know that's what Judy would have wanted, but it's hard. This guy at work, I've been avoiding him for the last 2 weeks. Ever since he got back from
I think he's going to say something.
His vacation to Australia.
Well, do your tell. Do your tell. There
I
you
always
go.
wanted to go to Sydney, but money was tight.
Mike, you have something you want to add?
Oh, no.
You don't want to hear what I have to say.
Well, we're ready if you are.
No, you're not.
Huh? This guy was never married. Stop.
That's just not true.
Yeah? Okay. So I'll go to the public library and I'll get the papers from 1997 and I'll run a search on Judy DeVore. But let's look at the papers, see if the math works.
Come on, Mike.
I think this is
She's
fair.
not there, is she?
Listen, I'm going to be honest. So he hears his son's wife, right? Let's say. Widow, let's say. Right? Wife. Guys, I don't know the wife. Ex-wife? You get what I'm saying here. He hears the son's wife talking about how she is, like, slowly forgetting things about the son. He obviously, the episode here starts out with him recalling himself laying concrete, and the son, drawing his name in the concrete. I think it's common, typical, right? One of our properties have something like that, right? So I'm guessing that happened also many, many years ago on one of our properties, right? And what I'm trying to point out is that, of course, he's going to be upset. Of course he is. He's actually going through grief while this guy here is faking it. He's a faker. I respect him for saying it, but maybe you should have said it to, like, the group lead, right? Like, after the situation, but heat of the moment.
Go on, say it. He knew you wouldn't notice. And you didn't. All wrapped up in your sad little stories, feeding off each other's misery.
Mike is me. How I think about things like this. Like, how can we move forward if we're just sitting here dwelling in it? What benefit does this have? Does this right here have to you? Talking about it? You can find one person and talk to them about it if you want to do that. But this here, I don't understand this. This is foreign. This is like an alien landscape. Why am I telling other people my business?
To talk. I talked.
Oh, Mike. Mike.
Respóndeme. No estoy para juegos.
You recognize it's your son, potentially? If that's the case, once you see him in the state that he's currently in, you will change your tone.
Te dije que te fueras de mi casa.
Estaría a salvo si lo haces.
Say something and be like, oh, I'm sorry, it was the wrong number. Don't just hang up. Oh. Maybe things are different in
Estoy bien.
over here.
Puedo descansar aquí por un ratito.
But they'll be there in 10 minutes. Basically.
So we're pulling all the E-track straps.
Is that a question?
We'll pull them.
I will say he's definitely good at his job. I mean, I'm not specifically sure that I would like to be in that guy's position that he was just speaking to, because, whoa, right? I mean, obviously the standard should be higher, but you're holding them at a crazy high standard.
Ehrmantraut.
You barely work for this company.
He wants to see you.
Yeah?
It's a brand I haven't seen in a very long time. Kyocera. Whatever happened to them? They failed the touchscreen wars, I'm sure.
Yeah, Bavarian Boy made quite a splash at the Collectibles Expo. Bidding war.
Oh.
Wow. Great. We both know you could have kept most of this. I would have never known the difference.
Yeah, well,
That's not
you
his
could have left
business,
me high and
obviously.
dry. I'm liking this Hummel thing. Cash came fast and clean. Got any more where that came from?
No,
not really.
Oh, Saul.
When you come into here.
This was never mind. No card talk. No card talk. Or less card talk.
You want to see me? Here I am.
In order for our arrangement to continue, there is a matter we need to discuss.
Searching those containers. Let me guess. One of the ones that he had encountered, right, were Gus's.
And all the while, you knew Varga was moving against my interests.
I said I wouldn't kill Salamanca. I never promised to be his bodyguard.
I mean, I'm not sure that you're going to outlogic each other. I think you both have solid and very valid points here. But let's go.
So, if you're going to make a move, you better make it.
Nah, you're good, Mike. I think that's all that he wanted to know.
You brought me here because you haven't asked. So why don't you stop running a game on me and just tell me about the job?
I like Mike better now than I did in Breaking Bad. That's just where I am with Mike. And I wasn't really a super fan of Mike at all. Okay. But now I like them. I kind of need to. I think most likely have to rewatch Breaking Bad in its entirety. No problem. The show was amazing. Right? So I definitely plan on doing that when we're done with this entire season. Not entire season, the entire series itself. Jimmy has a problem with being hired by people and then taking liberties for the company. He has a problem with that. And what he did on their window is enough to be fired. I'd fire him. Like, I don't care that, it's gonna make more business, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't care. Like, you cannot make decisions for my company. You cannot. You're not allowed to. That's just how that works, bro. Right? And Kim obviously is going to start getting some type of public defender cases because she's just stalking the courtroom. So that's kind of where we are right now. But all right, jump into the next one, guys. Right?
Hey, where's the,
What?
you know, the...
Use your words.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is obviously late stage.
Did you shred the files under your desk?
Yes.
I mean, it's going to take a little bit more than just shredding files. Hopefully you're doing also something with the actual shreds of paper. You also kind of want to make sure you're cross-shredding documents. Right?
Oh, what about your Rolodex?
Yes, and everything in the filing cabinets and the safe.
The stuff in the bathroom.
You did that yourself.
Something smart would be, like printer ink specifically. You can put it into like a bucket that's no longer being used, fill it up with water, and then dump your shreds into that. If you want to get really spicy.
Remember?
Oh, right.
Make sure it's black.
Take those with you, drop them off at least 5 miles from here in separate dumpsters.
Yeah, pay her.
Oh, right.
That's not going to be enough.
Fine.
Remember she charged Walt? Are we going to see Walt or Jesse this episode?
I need a new dust filter for my Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60. Can you help me with that?
Keyword, extract.
A pickup.
That doesn't do anything. Right? Like, if the SIM card is... that doesn't do anything. Like, the bottom half of the phone works. The only connection that he broke was the screen. I mean, well played, right? For the most part. I still think it's silly to do this to someone else's company, right? But the messaging is a message that would work, right? Pulling at the heartstrings generally works, or instilling some type of fear generally works.
Like the government?
Could be.
Like the IRS?
Bingo.
Okay.
So, say you got a cash-based business?
Like a contracting business. Once per what?
Once per week, once per day, once per call. I mean, depends on the nature of your situation.
I mean, well played. I mean, obviously he's instilling fear to the point where they're going to have to just keep coming back to get this specific thing that's keeping them free, right? When all actuality, these are just, he's using them as burner phones, right? Pay as you go. That's exactly what that is. Just make sure you take your SIM card out. You generally get those type of phones at like a Family Dollar or things like that. Walmart.
Thanks again.
Tell your friends.
Sucker. Those type of devices generally give like the person selling them like the higher commissions. All right. So it makes all the sense in the world that you would obviously come up with some type of ploy that could get those sold. And then obviously the things that are like being done under contract also, selling like plans. There's a lot of money in that. But all right, let's go.
Talk you through the rest of it, okay?
I understand, yes.
What do we have going on today? Guys, did they have an SS variant of this vehicle? If so, I'm sure it was spectacular. Definitely does not look like the air quality is amazing back there, guys. You're breathing all types of particulate.
The entrance will be back there. You need to stay within the footprint of the building.
Like an architect or something, maybe? Maybe he's the one that's going to be building the, or coming up at least with the plans for the underground lab. Like a LiDAR measuring device, maybe? Shoots a laser, then sees when it comes back, maybe? What is that machine? Measuring distance, I'm thinking.
You can do it? 56 feet down with no blasting, working nights only. You're saying 7 months max.
My men and I dug a tunnel under the border into downtown El Paso, 3/4 of a kilometer long. Undetected. That took us 17 weeks. If I can do that, I can certainly do this.
What happened? Cop or something? Or too boastful, maybe?
Pull the short end.
See?
I was too tight.
Public defense. So
Were
you
you
want to
looking
sit here
at
and
judges
do
talking to you?
nothing?
In the
Gotcha.
eyes. The arresting officers took the first part of my guy's statement before he was Mirandized. They collected evidence based on that interview, and you knew all about it.
That's irrelevant.
Is it?
Why would you even?
This kid needs a chance to turn his life around, not rot in prison and join a gang.
She has no evidence. She has none. I don't believe it. Right? But what I do know is that she definitely has learned a lot from Jimmy being in her presence.
Yes, Miss Wexler. I'm happy to say the defense and prosecution have reached an agreement. Hey, wait, no, stand still. This is mine, remember?
I don't mean to rush you, but the meeting's in 15 and with traffic.
Got it, thanks.
I'm gonna have a probation officer on my ass for 4 months.
Did you? If you did what she basically got you out of, shut your mouth, criminal.
Well, I have to review her work. You watch.
Thanks. Can you work with the TV on?
I have tremendous powers of... Okay, I'll just go in the bedroom.
Absolutely not. You have work. I have work. It's okay.
Okay.
It's all good. Don't wait up.
What are you gonna do, bro? Clean the window off? I remember these nights too, like completely forgetting that I like forgot to do something, right? And then going legitimately at like 12 o'clock at night. But not doing whatever he's doing. Okay. Whatever he's doing does not look appropriate. You sell burner phones to narcotic dealers?
Hey!
Like the fact that no one really knows what burner phones are, or even that they exist, and that they're surprised, right? And they're actually purchasing it from him, right? I find it odd, right? I'll be honest. unless they're trying to suggest that he's the reason burner phones exist, potentially. Right? If that's the case, then okay. And also, I wouldn't buy a phone like that for that nefarious purpose from him in the first place. Like, think about this here. He could have done something, right, to the phones. Like, there could be some type of tracking device in the phone. No. No, thank you. Pass. I mean, bro, you made a killing tonight. Let's just get out of here. No rain in sight, but yet the ground is wet. I think the shot is it's a solid shot, guys. Right? Just like these wet downs are just overused, just like teal orange is generally overused. Right? They're about the same level of overuse. Like someone explain to me why the ground is wet, other than the fact that it creates beautiful, reflections and things. Talk to the one sitting down.
Did you get that ink in Las Lunas?
Las Cruces.
Off by 1.
And you've been inside?
No, I haven't had the honor, but I used to be a lawyer. Emphasis on used to be. And if you buy it from me with cash, it's completely untraceable.
How much?
Keep the rubber side down!
Well, you made it out of this alive, Saul. Jimmy.
Sorry, guys, you had your chance. I'm all sold out.
Give me your money.
I'm a narc, remember?
Oh, we saw you got cash. Get it. Go. Come on, man.
Didn't see that one coming. Like, I saw them. I just speculated that eventually they were going to want a phone, right? But, well played, writers. Well played. I'm guessing somehow there's going to be some get back on that, I'm guessing.
Jesus, that's cold.
So, keep it on then. You sure you don't want to go to the ER just to be safe?
I'm fine, really. What are you doing?
I'm checking that your pupils are the same size.
I'm okay, I swear. Oh, this is just dumb.
Did you call the police?
Nah, what's the point? Anyway, I don't feel like spending the rest of the night downtown looking at mugshots of kids with stringy hair. The hell's the matter with me?
I mean, now that Kim is working public defense randomly, maybe, just maybe, they'll end up there. I mean, Saul, it obviously worked.
Denise!
And you didn't get caught.
So I missed it, right?
Not yet. I got the clerk to push your hearing, but we've got to go now.
I can't. I'm freaking out.
Oh, so you want to go to jail?
I'm sorry, Miss Wexler, but I can't go to jail.
But what I do know for sure is that if you don't come with me right now to court,
guaranteed jail.
The judge is going to issue a bench warrant.
Yeah. And then you're going to go to
jail. Is a done deal. Unfortunately, I'm right in the middle of something, but I can be there at 4.
I need you now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know what to tell you, Paige. I just...
Kim, what's going on? What's going on? You're trying to push Jimmy to get some type of help, but I honestly think you're probably a better candidate right now. Because what's happening, Kim? This is not you. Something is affecting you in a way that is now affecting your job.
Not right now.
But, Kim, this is
I'm sorry.
Why are you doing this? That's paying your bills.
Denise, it's time.
Denise has escaped
Come on,
out
we
the
gotta
back
go.
doors.
Really like to apologize to Kevin personally as well if he's available.
He doesn't want to talk
He's
to
not.
you. You're
Let me be
fired.
very clear. The mistake is not the issue here. Everyone makes mistakes.
You didn't come to fix it, Kim. Like, you're messing up.
But
I'm really sorry, Paige.
I don't know what's going on, Kim, but I don't like it.
It'll never happen again.
You better not.
I hope not.
Get back on the horse. It's right above you. That horse. That's the horse I was talking about. Get back on it.
Better. Pardon.
From some, bro, what's happening here? From some light off-roading? That's a weird one. I don't like it.
I take the Dramamine, but it doesn't help.
Wouldn't forecast that he's going to get that job. This is weird.
Wieso das denn gehen? Oh, das geht nicht. Wir können versuchen. Normally, this would involve a piling rig working from above. But there can be no activity visible from the surface. Next, I must somehow place I-beams across the top of the secant walls to support the floor and the machinery.
Oh yeah, he definitely has a job.
Once the space is fully cleared, I can waterproof and fabricate casts for the retaining walls and pour concrete. We would need
a lot of concrete.
So, it's impossible?
Dangerous, difficult, and very, very expensive.
He doesn't care about the money.
Not quite impossible.
Gustavo Fring, es freut mich, Ihre Bekanntschaft zu machen.
Werner Ziegler.
He's just a box of surprises, cuz, isn't he?
Everything okay?
Everything's fine. How are you doing?
It doesn't look like
I've been better.
it's fine.
I'm heading up to the DA's office for my PPD check-in, so, you know. Don't they have pills for that?
If you like oversleeping.
I'm sorry, I gotta ask. I think, got it right here, actually.
Thanks. I've already seen someone.
Really?
Twice a week.
And that's what you got from it? Insomnia? All right.
This week, 31, but I'll pick up more.
Next month, bring pay stubs.
Will do.
Are you associating with any known criminals?
No.
All right. Month 2 looks good. Have you thought about what you're going to do once your PPD is up?
I have some plans.
Okay. Such as?
Why does it matter to you?
Until then, I'll show up here every second.
Because I really don't like divulging private information.
Monday of the month, like clockwork. Everything will be better. I'm gonna have more clients. I'm gonna win more cases. I'm gonna be a damn good lawyer, and people are gonna know about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Lawyer.
I think at the end here, to see Howard in the situation that he is in mentally, and then to see Jimmy basically have kind of a slight break here at the end. Maybe Jimmy does need to, talk to somebody. I'm not someone who would ever say that because I don't see the value, right? But I think for some people, like Jimmy, Jimmy does need somebody to speak to, even if it's just Kim, right? I would prefer it to be just Kim because, that keeps the information kind of on the inside and doesn't allow it to leak to the outside, at least, right? Just a thought here, right? All right. So it looks like we're definitely building now the laundromat. We're building the set that we saw at the end of Breaking Bad, guys, right? The last couple of seasons, at least. I definitely would like to see how this goes. I'm still kind of like waiting, oddly, to see someone who I recognize deeply, at least, from Better Call Saul. Just someone else. Not Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, right? Like just someone, like a main character, not like a secondary or tertiary character. Give me somebody who I can just, pinpoint and be like, yeah, listen. Like Walter or Jesse. Give me that, right? Immediately. But all right, listen, guys, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.